If there is no enemy within, the enemy outside can do you no harm. They can insult you, laugh at you. They can betray you, reject you, humiliate you. But they cannot destroy you unless you believe them. The real war is not out there. It's not in politics, not in history, not in ideology. The real war is inside you. You have your way, I have my way. As for the right way, the correct way, and the only way, it does not exist. The man who is at war with himself is easy to conquer. A single word can collapse him. A single glance can unravel him. He is already broken. The world merely reveals it. But the man who has looked into his own abyss, who has faced his chaos, his fear, his guilt, he is untouchable. Because the worst has already happened. He has met himself. He who despises himself still respects himself as one who despises. You hate your reflection because you've never truly seen it. You carry shame not because you are evil, but because you've abandoned your strength. Because you've lied, because you've lived a half-life. Nietzsche knew the enemy was within, and he taught that before you can command the world, you must command yourself. Before you can rise, you must descend into your contradictions, your doubts, your impulses. It is not your darkness that weakens you. It is your refusal to own it. You think you are moral because you deny your rage. You think you are humble because you hide your ambition. You think you are virtuous because you stay quiet. But Nietzsche would say, these are not virtues, these are fears. The higher we soar, the smaller we appear to those who cannot fly. Your greatness will always be seen as arrogance by the insecure. Your clarity will always be seen as cruelty by the blind. So stop negotiating with the voices inside that beg you to shrink. Stop making peace with the part of you that keeps you small. There is a lion inside you, and you've chained it. There is a king in your bloodline, and you've bowed before jesters. The enemy within is cowardice, and it has dressed itself as kindness. The enemy within is conformity, and it has disguised itself as compassion. You want to be free? Then you must revolt against the self that betrayed you. You must kill the liar in your mind, the addict, the appeaser, the mask, and then build. Not a perfect man, but a real one. Not a clean soul, but a forged one. And once the enemy within is burned down to ash, there will be nothing left for the world to break. Because the man who has won the war within cannot lose anything outside of him. He is dangerous. He is clear. He is free. And nothing, no force, no insult, no enemy can do him harm. The false self must die. The false self is seductive because it works, at first. It gains approval. It avoids conflict. It plays the game. But it costs you your soul. It is the version of you that learned to perform instead of speak, to agree instead of confront, to imitate instead of create. And Nietzsche knew, what you compromise to protect, you eventually become a slave to. The individual has always had to struggle to keep from being overwhelmed by the tribe. This self is not built from your truth. It is built from your fear of rejection. It is the armor that became your prison. You wear it so long, you forget it was ever armor. You call it personality, humility, maturity, but it's not. It's the death of your fire, and so you lie to yourself every day. You say you don't want more. You say peace matters more than passion, that kindness matters more than conviction. But inside, something rages, something starves. Nietzsche would call that will to power, your suppressed potential crying out from beneath the mask. The death of the false self is a crucifixion. It is not poetic. It is not spiritual. It is brutal. Your ego will scream. Your friends may leave. Your illusions will burn. And in that fire you are reborn, not as an ideal, not as a saint, but as a man who is no longer lying, not because it is easy, but because it is necessary. Inner sovereignty. A man who does not rule himself becomes ruled by the world, ruled by his appetites, by trends, by approval, by avoidance. Nietzsche did not write for the content man. He wrote for the man who cannot stand being shackled by the comfort of the herd. He who cannot put his thoughts on ice should not enter into the heat of dispute. You want to lead? Then start by leading your instincts. You want to build? Then command your mind like an empire. Because if you cannot say no to yourself, your weakness will say yes to everything that kills you. Inner sovereignty is earned, not through ambition, but through honor. Not the kind given to you by medals or followers, but the kind you whisper to yourself when no one's watching. I did not lie. I did not bow. I did not betray myself. Discipline is not restriction. It is liberation from chaos, from self-pity, from the lie that someone else will come save you. A sovereign man is not perfect. He is simply his. He is not public property, not algorithmic reaction, not another replica. He belongs to no one, because he finally belongs to himself. The warrior's mirror. You think your enemy is your boss, your ex, the critic in the crowd. But the true enemy is the voice inside that believed them. The mirror shows you both men, who you are and who you pretend to be. And every day you ignore that gap. You make peace with the enemy within. No price is too high to pay for the privilege of owning yourself. The mirror doesn't lie, but you do. You lie to survive the shame, to delay the work, to avoid the war. But Nietzsche teaches, the war is sacred. The war is the way. The man who refuses to fight his own reflection will fight everyone else and lose. The true warrior is not at war with the world. He is at war with the part of himself that bows too quickly, that apologizes without cause, that settles for peace when he was built for fire. You want strength? Then face your reflection and stand still. Don't flinch. Don't justify. Look until the lies dissolve and only your fire remains. And when that moment comes, when the mask drops, you will know this fight was the most important of your life, because it is the only one that ends in freedom. The unbreakable man. He does not rise because it's easy. He rises because it's who he is. The unbreakable man has scars, not from the world, but from the battle with himself. And he wears them like armor. To live is to suffer. To survive is to find some meaning in the suffering. He does not hide his chaos. He orders it. He does not kill his shadow. He leads it. He has been hated and did not retreat. He has been alone and did not fold. He has been tempted and did not kneel. What breaks other men humbles him. What offends other men sharpens him. What distracts other men deepens him. And so the world cannot move him, because he has already moved himself, not toward comfort, but toward truth, not toward admiration, but toward meaning. And when they come to break him, they find no place to land the blow, because there is no enemy left inside, only fire, only form, only man.